Hey, friends and followers, Michelle here. Welcome to Amputated from Addiction. Today is Monday, March 11th. Um, I went to the doctor's last Thursday for, my usual follow-ups. And finally, Dr. Egelsetter has agreed to send me for an ultrasound for my hip. Let me show you how angry my hip looks right now. Pretty gross, huh? It's still oozing a little bit, and I can't have physical therapy done because it's probably infected. I've been saying something to Dr. Egelsetter about this since the week after my bone graft, and he's just now thinking that, maybe there's a fluid pocket and it might need to be drained. Like, I haven't been suggesting this the whole time, but what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. So my fingers. My thumb looks good. My ring finger's healing nicely. But I have a feeling that most of what they grafted onto my middle finger, isn't going to continue to survive. There's a tiny little spot that was pink the other day, but everything else is kind of crusted up and is basically necrotized or whatever. There's a lot of necrosis, and it's come off. And let's see. First, I'll show you my fingers. See, there's my ring finger, my ET finger, as people refer to it. That looks really good, and there's no reason it shouldn't, because there wasn't anything wrong to begin with that finger. But here is my middle finger. Sorry, I'm kind of moving a bit much here. I took a big hunk of the dead shit off this morning. And if you look on the tip, I don't know if it's going to focus, but that little silver spot, that's the rod, or the pin that's in my middle finger. So, I really hope something forms over that, because I don't think that that's good. Don't worry, I'm going to put a band-aid back on it. I just kept it off so I could show you guys. And, I kept the band-aid that I just took off and the pieces of skin that I trimmed off so I could show you that too, because why not? This piece right here was what was on the tip of my finger, and when I took the band-aid off, parts of it just kind of peeled off with the band-aid, but I had smacked my finger the other day trying to open a door, and like it was already kind of wiggly and loose, but I think when I smacked it, it just kind of loosened it up the rest of the way, and that's why I was able to trim it off with ease. Over here on the side, there was a piece of dead skin that Dr. Egelsetter just snipped right off in the office, so that's how I knew I was able to just cut it off and it would be okay. Okay in the sense that it wasn't going to hurt anything, not okay in the sense that my finger's okay, because I don't know, sometimes I just feel like everything I've had done is for naught, because like, my fingers are longer a little bit, but I still have no motion with the middle finger, and I don't know how long it's going to be until he decides to replace the joint. But not to mention, the finger needs to be pulled back out again, because it just keeps slipping back in. You know, I keep getting all these infections and I can't move it, and then it just shifts back. I don't go back to see him for 2.5 more weeks, so I'm thinking maybe when I go back, we'll discuss my next surgery, which will be another fixator for my thumb to pull the webbing back out, but he's also going to have to go in, and he said he has to scrape out a bunch of scar tissue, or else it's just going to keep retracting every time he takes the fixators off. So I know I have 2 more surgeries, that one and then the knuckle replacement, but I don't know what else in between those 2, if anything. And I swear some days I just want to throw in the towel, because like I said, it doesn't seem worth it sometimes, because like, okay, they're longer, but I can't use them, so it really almost doesn't even matter. But I've gone this far, so I'm committed at this point. Speaking of commitments, I keep myself very busy, and one of my new hobbies has been crocheting. And I crocheted myself a hat right here, and I made a really pretty scarf, which is kind of just dangling on Jeffrey right now. It's bright neon colors. And then last weekend I started to make an Afghan, and I've gone through 2 balls of yarn so far, and it's probably going to take about 3 or 4 more until I'm finished. But let me show you what I got going on here. Right now, it's about big enough to be a baby blanket. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And I love that I'm able to do something like that, because crocheting really keeps me occupied. 2 other things. Oh no, a couple other things. I have quit smoking cigarettes. Yay. Now I haven't stopped smoking. I bought a vape, but I'm using the 6 milligram vape juice, and I plan on weaning myself down over the next month or 2 to get down to 0. Man, some of those juices are so good. And me being the person that I am, I want to be a mixologist and make my own vape juice. So I'm looking into DIY kits. So if there are any fellow vapors out there who know of a good, reasonably priced DIY kit, shoot me a message. Or if anybody would be interested in trading flavors, let me know, because I got a pencil box full of them already. I got close to 30 flavors, and I have got like 8 more coming this week. There's a website called vapewild.com, and for new customers, you can get a welcome pack, which is 4 different flavors that you get to pick out of a selection of flavors, and they're 30 ml bottles, and it's $1, and you can get free shipping too. So hey, what the fuck, why not? I live in Dundalk, Maryland, as I've mentioned before, and there's a street not far from our house called Dundalk Avenue. It's kind of like the main corridor of this side of Dundalk. There's a couple different parts of Dundalk, but Dundalk Avenue runs through what's called Old Dundalk, and there is a group of homeless people that hang out not too far from the rural farms that I go to sometimes. And in the group of homeless people, there is this woman named Darla, and she was a really, really nice lady. I only talked to her a couple times, but anytime I did, she was always laughing, and she seemed to have like a real positive outlook on things considering her circumstances. She kind of reminded me in that sense. Well, I found out that Darla passed away last weekend, and her daughter doesn't have a lot of money, and she wants to get her cremated, and she has a GoFundMe page, and I decided to make a small donation. So below, I'm going to post the link to the GoFundMe page. I think they're at like $970 of the $1,500 they're trying to get for the cost for cremation. So if anybody, if any of you guys or gals wouldn't mind making a small donation, I just think that would be really great. Being homeless sucks. Even whether it's your choice or you've fallen on hard times, it's not easy being out there. But this woman was always so nice. Larry knew her too. I don't know. I really feel for her daughter right now. And I know what it feels like to lose a loved one, because I lost my father about 7 years ago. And it sucks. And also, coming up, there, in Bel Air, Maryland, there is this nonprofit organization called Rage Against Addiction. And their mission is to help families with, loved ones who are addicted and getting them back on their feet. And they have a recovery house, and, they help people out with, like, the basic necessities and everything. Well, in April, they're having their annual Rage Against Addiction memory walk. And I'm really thinking about registering. It's a 5K. And even if I can't complete it, I don't know, I just think it would be really awesome to go and at least try. So, yeah, I think I'm going to register. And if I do, I will let you guys know the information if anybody wants to sponsor me for the walk, because they highly encourage donations. But also, I'm going to post their website link below if anybody just wants to make a donation, just because it's a really good cause. Everybody out there knows that recovery is very important. And I also sent them an email requesting to help with volunteering. I don't know what type of volunteer positions they have available, but I want to give back, and I think this is a great way to do it. But yeah. What else? It just feels like it's been so long since I've posted a video. Oh yeah, last week marks 17 months clean, guys. Woohoo! And next, was it Monday? No, next Sunday, this coming Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, marks 3 years, 2.5, 3 years since all this stuff started with my hand. Can't believe it's been 3 years, and I can't believe everything I've been through in the last 3 years, and I can't believe, well, I can believe, but some days it's still just so surreal, that I am where I am. Like, I've gotten to this point again, and it feels so good. Yeah. Since I've quit smoking, I've been having a whole lot of drug dreams lately. I don't know if it's because, like, my mind is still craving a cigarette, and, cravings just, my mind doesn't know the difference between craving a cigarette and craving heroin, but it's manifested itself in drug dreams lately, and I mean a lot of them. Like, I've had probably 6 of them in the last week or two. Oh, at least the last 2 weeks. Some of them are just so vivid. I hate it. Like, I wake up just, like, feeling anxious, and I don't like that. Oh my god. But I know one thing about my drug dreams. I guess this is normal, but I can never get high. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to smoke crack or shoot dope or whatever, but I can never get high. And I've never been able to have sex in my dreams either. Is that weird? Has anybody else experienced this? But yeah, I've been having a lot of drug dreams lately, and it really fucking sucks. I don't like it. The pain in my hand's been doing pretty good. I haven't been, they've weaned my pain medicine down, which kind of really didn't matter because I kind of stopped taking it a while ago anyway. But I haven't needed to take pain medicine since my surgery, and even then that was only for a day or two. But yeah, so the pain's doing really good, except for the pain in my hip. That sucks, but the pain medicine doesn't do anything for that anyway. So yeah, recap. Gotta go for an ultrasound for my hip to confirm that there is a fluid pocket in there so they can drain it. I now have exposed metal in my finger. Fun. Darla's passed away. I found the information for the Rage Against Addiction memory walk, which I want to participate in. I have 17 months clean. What else? I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Hope everybody has a great week. And as always, please share my videos so we can get the message out there to everybody that anything is possible. And, yeah. Alright, guys. Have a great week. And for now, deuces.